Ghana's democracy is under serious threat now.
But if I find a way to see the light, I don't want to be in the light alone and leave the rest behind in the dark. And for that reason, I will always be a man enough to speak my mind.
Hello and welcome to graphic.com.gh, and from the Graphic Online TV newsroom, this is a brief. Members of the opposition National Democratic Congress today hit the street to protest what they say were some discrepancies in the voters' register ahead of election 2024. The protest march dubbed Enough is Enough was organized simultaneously at all 16 regional capitals. The NDC is demanding an independent forensic audit of the register. Apart from the Ashanti region, where there was some disagreement between the police and the protesters, all other 15 regions had a smooth protest. In the Ashanti, the protesters wanted to be allowed to enter the Ashanti Regional Coordinating Council premises together with their leaders to present their petition to the EC, but the police insisted on letting only their leaders to enter the premises. This was what led to the disagreement. Apart from what happened in the Ashanti, all other areas witnessed a peaceful protest march.
In August, the EC exhibited the voters' register as part of preparations for election 2024. It is from this provisional voters' register that the NDC demanded the independent forensic audit, following a claim that there were irregularities and unauthorized transfer of some voters. The audit, the NDC says, should be followed by a 5-day re-exhibition of the register to help ensure accuracy, transparency, and integrity. But the EC has maintained that the NDC's call for an independent forensic audit was misguided and premature, stressing that it had already taken steps to correct the said errors. Unsatisfied by this, the NDC declared a nationwide street protest. The protest saw sympathizers of the opposition, mostly clad in red and NDC colors, wielding placards with various inscriptions, marching through principal streets of various regional capitals. In Accra, national executives of the party petitioned the Speaker of Parliament and then marched on to the EC's headquarters.
And every democracy at one point in time must be tested. Ghana's democracy is under serious threat now. And we want to prevail. We shall overcome. Every democracy has the right of producing a tyrant. But what gets the resilience of that democracy is our ability to fight the tyrant and defeat him and restore democracy once again. What we are doing is to prevent war in this country. If you want to prevent war, you fight to remove everything that has a tendency to degenerate into war.
There is a prerequisite to peace, which is justice. Without justice, there cannot be peace. We also know that the hallmark of the election has come to stay.
We have our petition to your office, but we many of the issues is the petition. We don't want to delay the police because we have seen that they have also not eaten this morning, and you can easily see the fatigue on their faces. And so I'd like to restrict myself to reading our key demands, and then we will hand over to you the petition. The media can have copies of our petition, whether electronic or hard copy, so that it can save all of us from spending any more time. Our demands. Considering the grave irregularities and discrepancies uncovered in the 2024 Provisional Voter Register and the Electoral Commission's admission of unauthorized voter transfers and errors, the National Democratic Congress, in the spirit of safeguarding Ghana's democratic process for free, fair, transparent and peaceful elections on December 7, 2024, respectfully petition the Electoral Commission to do the following. Number 1, permit an independent forensic audit of the voters register and the Commission's IT systems, which we suspect have been seriously compromised. Because we have seen actions they have sworn by the gods of Ghana to us that those actions can never happen behind our backs. But they themselves have attested to the fact that those very actions have taken place through manipulation of their system. So we want to mend the roof first before we clean the verandas of any spill of rainwater.
And today, Independent presidential aspirant Nana Kwame Bediako visited the offices of Graphic and had this to say.
I know that it's time for elections. One of the things that I'm urging this country to worry about is the people of this country. How they're going to vote peacefully. Not the people who are trying to lead this country, including myself. I'm not going to put myself first. I've told you already. I'm always going to think about the nation first, the country first. So if we're thinking about these two people, I mean these two things, and one being the human and the other being the country, we would always take decisions around these two things. Over the years, we have taken a lot of decisions around our leaders who are politicians or some sort of judiciary system that is coming from a part of the arm, the government arm. A country must not be built like that. A nation must not be built like that. So I don't believe in violence. I don't believe in all of these other things because this one is not doing this one is not doing that. And you all have seen the attributions and all the issues that the new force has faced when we started our campaign. It's been less than a year. You want to know? I'll give you 6 of them now. And first of all, my billboards were all vandalized by somebody professionally. I did not say anything. Secondly, somebody comes and pulled a mask and say he's the one by somebody supporting them to do that, who is also in a political realm. I did not say anything. I just responded that I don't know this person through New Force and said that he's a rogue. And then he says I'm not the one, so I sent a white lady as a spokesperson to come and tell my story for me because I'm wearing a mask. Then the white lady comes, and then the whole country hammered her, and then they catch her and deport her after keeping her 7 nights in cells, which was human rights infringement. Okay? Did I say anything about it? No. Then after, I bring 4 people all over Africa, 2 politicians who are the most radical politicians on the continent and 2 activists who have got the biggest voice to just come and ignite their voice in this country. What happened? It was cancelled 2 hours after spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. Did you hear me say anything? Okay, so by now, if I go on with the other 3 or go on and get to 10, you will see that Nana Kwame Bediako is not the man that watches the devil that spills the milk. I don't have time for them. I am focused. Nobody pokes me. What is supposed to be done gets done. And I'm not here to judge anybody for their mistakes or their faults. I hope they learn from their mistakes. Because you see, a mistake for the first time is a mistake. But a mistake for the second time is a decision. So some of us are taking decisions based on our own preference and interest. And that's what I'm talking about, that we should push all of that aside and put the nation first and put the country first.
When he was asked about his running mates, this is what he had to say.
That is why we're telling you that we unveil when we're ready. So when I unveil, you will see everything clearly. Yes, but for now, everybody will be kept in a suspense. You know why? Because you can do that if you have the chance. They even give people's phone numbers as well. But if you can't, you can ask them. So until I was ready to unveil, no one can touch me. You can deport my spokespeople, you can do all of that. That's the ones that they've shown their face. But the same thing is what I'm telling my brother here. That, you know, I don't know what someone will go and do to my vice tomorrow if I say it now. So let me protect her and let me... she is a she, of course. I will not come with the him alone. Yes. You think, how were we made? Which one of you came here with a he or a she? I have to come with the same structure, the tree I came from. Okay, we belong to a tree that takes a man and a woman to put us here.
Is it the woman who was standing behind you?
Well, that is my wife, and I wouldn't mind bringing my wife as a vice president.
He also had a comment on the migration of the youth to other countries in search of greener pastures.
Picture yourself as a mother and a father, that you spent 22 years of your life to educate your child, knowing that your investment after 22 years when they finish university, they're going to have a job to take care of you. But after that 22 years, the child becomes jobless and hopeless. They don't have a future, so they start to look for a future. At that point, anybody that sells this child a hope, they will take them. So I want Ghana to understand one thing, that we're losing our youth, but we're losing the biggest investment of the nation. Because when they become 22 and 23, that's when these youth are ripe. And somebody comes to take them. If these people were of no value, do you think the same white man or the same European who is restricting you from getting the visa will now offer the visa to your young and fresh blood to come to his country or their country? No. They are importing talents from us. We are importing goods from them. The skills that they import and the talents they import from us is the same skills and talents that manufacture the tin tomatoes, the iPhones and everything, that you go back and buy it. What am I here for? I came here to turn it around. That instead of we importing, we are about to introduce, or we're going to introduce to you, the 16th regional industrial revolution that has left the 15 regions dormant and the one region choked. We are about to bring neutrality and equality based on the fact that every citizen in this country deserves a part of their own equity of this state's resources. And therefore, we are going to refine these resources. We are going to process these agro processes with the people that we're educating to work and grow the industry and build the economy. Because until that is done, trust me, you and I can climb up and come back down. The European, the Chinese man, the Asian, the American, they will take your people. Because you don't have the power to develop your country and the power to build your nation. Therefore, your nation will migrate through any pipeline they find.
Thank you for watching. For more news, please visit our website graphic.com.gh and follow us on social media. Our handles are Graphic Online Ghana on TikTok, Daily Graphic Ghana on Facebook and Instagram, and Graphic GH on YouTube and X. I am Mirab Nakoba.